And so this week, the key activity for the Starketer is content mapping for the post-sale customer journey. So what we need to think about is at what point do we want to make those touch points, which are so valuable in the buying cycle, how do we make them equally impactful and exciting to those clients that we already have on board? So mapping out that journey, maybe it is dropping a 1 month, 3 month, 6 month follow-up just to see how they're getting on. Maybe it's dropping in a monthly newsletter so they're kept up to date on the latest content that you're producing to help retain that trust and that belief in your expertise as a business that helped win them over in the first place. Ultimately as well, we want them to be updated with new developments to the software. So how do we communicate those throughout that journey, and how do we map out that process? Because really, a lot of the stuff that we can do helps just keep all that excitement and engagement going, which is what we want really as marketers, because we want to make sure that not only the brands that we're trying to win, but the brands that we already have won keep loving us. Because that's how we can actually create even more content to stow all the way around to the front end and top of the funnel again. So think about things about how we can build in that working with customer success, those really important touch points, which we can then use for conversations to ensure that they're enjoying using the software, and take those conversations and that content into invaluable testimonials and really killer case studies so that those can then be transferred back across to those customers and prospects who haven't quite converted yet. From a marketing perspective, it's one thing to hear about how great a software is from that provider itself. But what we really want to hear about is how that software partners with its clients, and hear from people like us who are current prospects about how they have helped businesses like me. So by using those post-sale touch points as part of the customer success process, you can actually create even more content to help at the front end to build up even more trust and expertise. So think about how you can map content, much as we spoke about in episode 6, and plan that content so that we're not only thinking about how marketing can augment the funnel and the sales process itself, but also how marketing can augment the success process, and making sure that once clients are won, they continue to love everything you do and rave about you to all those prospects in your pipeline.